Speaking of quarterbacks, Trey Lance, the 49ers QB, and I know how you feel about guys who throw and run. It's just hard to tell at this point what Trey Lance is eventually going to do because it was such a horrible set of field conditions at Soldier Field. Not a great start for Trey Lance, but a long way to go before we see what he really can do for the 49ers.
A brutal start for Trey Lance, there's no question about it. And I know that San Francisco talk radio is going to be yelling, why don't we have Jimmy Garoppolo in there? I get it. Like they lost a game that they should have won. And Trey Lance did not look great, didn't look, quote, ready for prime time, as the saying goes. Having said that, to your point, Mike, field conditions brutal. I mean, they're playing in a monsoon. No George Kittle in this game. He's a big part of that offense. By the way, they lose Elijah Mitchell, the starting running back, early in this game as well. I think it's worth noting that Trey Lance had 13 rushing attempts in this game, right? That's the second most by a quarterback on the slate so far heading into Monday night. So there is still the upside of Trey Lance. I would say that if I had Trey Lance as my only quarterback in fantasy, I'd probably want to look to the waiver wire and see if I could get somebody else, maybe somebody like Jameis Winston, who's out there in a lot of leagues. I'm still sticking with Lance. I'm not ready to throw in the towel. You need to see him in you need to see him in at least decent weather with Kittle and Mitchell out there, or at least a solid running back. Jeff Wilson Jr. would be the guy if Mitchell's going to miss more time. But patience with Trey Lance. That's the problem. We're always so knee-jerk in fantasy and real football to judge after 1 week. It's 1 week. I think about last year, Mike. Think about Aaron Rodgers. The Packers got absolutely brutalized by the Saints last year, and everyone is throwing dirt on Aaron Rodgers. Everyone's throwing dirt on the Packers. They're done. They're over. Aaron Rodgers goes out, wins an MVP, and almost gets his team to the Super Bowl. It's week 1.
And that same mindset applies. Everybody out there playing fantasy football. If you had a bad week, don't give up. If nothing else, you got dibs on James Robinson. Go get him.
Hi, I'm Mike Tirico, and thanks for watching. Make sure to hit subscribe for the latest news and highlights from NBC Sports.